Welcome back, YouTube. Titan Fragrances here, coming at you with the part 2 to the summer cheapies. I first want to extend a big thank you to everybody. Sorry this took a little bit of time. Work had been killer and had a event in the family that took me away for a little bit, and I want to thank everybody who reached out to me on Facebook and everything, and it's just been a world of support. So without further ado, if you stumble in on this channel for the first time, I do ask for your support, of course, like anyone else would, trying to just bring you my experiences with fragrances, and hopefully I can help you discover and look at things that I would have never thought of looking even when I started my journey. So if you would hit the subscribe button down below, hit notifications. Also leave me comments. I definitely enjoy that. Some big interaction with everybody out there so that we can, start on the conversation of what might be new, what should we look at, what can we add to our collection, or what type of collection we want. But again, these are my top 5 that are left. I did a top 10. I wanted to spend a little more time with each of these, but I'm gonna blitz through them, hit kind of the main notes. A lot of times if you're like me, I was going to other channels too to find out, should I even invest any time and definitely any money towards any fragrance that I've been looking at, and checking out the different reviewers every single time, seeing what stroked my fancy, right? So let's go on with my number 5. This one, recent acquisition, and before I go through all these, they are stuff that you're going to find on discount websites, things like that, at a very cost-effective, probably 30-35 bucks at the most. Many of these will probably be a lot less, and you can get, maybe they aren't the 100 mils, but depending on your collection, you may not need 100 mils. I will send a big shout out to my boy Steve, Fragrance Fanatic. He just started his, and I'll leave a link down below. He has a ton of fragrances. He started a discount website, Kingdom Fragrances. Like I said, I'll look down below. Great prices, if not better than many other discounters. But matching most all of them, if not even better. And he's a great guy. Check out his channel. But my number 5, Poche de Cartier Edition Noir Sport. I know it's a mouthful, but this thing is a gem. It is really good. You're talking citruses. You're talking watery notes. It's going to talk some C notes in the mid with a little bit of cedar sandalwood base and some amber. What you really get is a bright aquatic. It's woodsy and somewhat resinous in the base, so it really balances itself out really well. The only thing with some of these is, and most of these, is that they're long lasting. The longevity of these isn't going to be the greatest. The scent is great. I really love it. Every time I put this on, definitely the wife says it is great. But you're talking 4 hours, maybe 5. Again, a lot of these summer fragrances, being that the notes are going to be aquatic or citrusy, they may not have the staying power. Some of them throw in some of the woods in the base and many times, and that hopefully will give a little bit, but you're not going to get a lot. So you're going to have to spray a little bit heavy, spray your clothes, and you won't have a problem with these fragrances. These are non-offensive. These are things that are going to definitely work for many noses, work for many skin types, but something that I don't see talked about too much. This one right here is definitely a gem you ought to check out, okay? This is an oldie, number 4, but Guerlain makes some really great stuff, and at their price point for some of this stuff, really good. I want to say this came out in 1961, re-released in like 2000, so definitely been tried and true for a long time. Now you have to like the better. You have to like that type of scent, because you're gonna get yourself with some bergamot at the top. Of course, most fragrances tend to have that coriander, some neroli, of course, vetiver, some oak moss, and some tonka bean. Now, this is going to be green and it's going to be clean. So, but it is a gorgeous scent. Definitely getting in the rotation more right now. But for the price point, it is a definite gem to go after. I think that Guerlain, again, makes some great fragrances and goes right along with this time of year. I think really great. So I would definitely, number 4, Guerlain vetiver. Now I had to throw in a clone of some kind, and these are all going to be just basic designers or designer houses a lot of times, or clone houses. But this one right here, I love Green Irish Tweed. This is probably one of the best type of clones for Green Irish Tweed by Al Haramain, La Ventura Night. I'm sure you've seen it on many people's lists and stuff over time, but man, it is pretty dang close. It's a bright, fresh one for sure. I think it's one of the better Green Irish Tweed openings. Lemon verbena, of course. Bergamot, violet leaf gives a little wateriness and some sandalwood and musk in the base. I mean, stuff, if you smell Green Irish Tweed or many of its clones, this is definitely right in line. I do get a little bit better performance on this one as far as versus some of these other cheapies, 5.5 hour mark. It definitely starts to sit a little closer, but I can spray it heavy. Definitely every time I put this on, also get great compliments on this one. And for the price point, I think it's like around $20. A definite must in your collection if you're looking at that type of scent profile. The Green Irish Tweed, that type of vibe you get. You definitely gonna get great bang for your buck for this one. My number 2. I don't think I hear too much on this one. It's probably an older release, and this is also a mouthful. L'Eau Bleu d'Issy Eau Fraîche by Issey Miyake. This thing is definitely going to be a gem of a fragrance. Rosemary. It's very simple. Rosemary, mint, bergamot, some musk and patchouli. Dang. And it's bright herbally. It's fresh. It's minty. And it just works. Quite simple. Again, staying power may not be so long on these Eau Fraîches, but it is definitely not talked about enough. I got this at a discounter when we were out at the rack store one time. I thought I'd pick it up. It was like 20-something bucks. Definitely well worth the buy. And, I think it's definitely something that y'all should try to take a look at. They definitely have a lot of great offerings from this house, but this is the one I picked for my summer. Now, all these on my list I'm not saying that these are the best. I'm just saying out of my collection, what's going to be getting most of my usage, because I do have quite a bit of different things I look towards, but I think these are going to be one of the ones that I get a lot of usage out of. Now, my last one, Eau de la Costa Fresh. I should have got a big bottle. Of course, this one's like $23 or something like that. Really inexpensive. This thing I've been wearing the heck out of this thing. This thing is just awesome. It's got watery notes. It's got lemon. It's got some green notes. Limoncello. And it's just so fresh and clean. Citruses, patchouli, musk on the base, with the standard type stuff you put in there. It's just an all-around inoffensive, great smelling, zesty, aquatic. It just works. I like to wear this a lot fresh out of the shower. I know there ain't a lot of going out this time of year or right around this time with everything going on. I hope everyone is safe, but definitely great to wear around the house. Give you a great vibe. It's so uplifting. Really, really good. Again, I'm already blasting through this one. I can't even tell, but I've been wearing this quite a bit, so I'm probably going to have to get another one of these, get the bigger bottle. But that is going to round out my number 1. Let me know what y'all's, any of these you've tried, you liked, or maybe something that I ought to check out that might not have been mentioned on the foregone part 1 of this. This is the part 2 again. I'll also link that down below, so if you hadn't checked out the part 1, please go down and check it out, see what you think. Trying to bring some different offerings that you may not see out of everyone's top 10s. These are just the cheapies. I got some other stuff, designers and stuff coming out too. So I do apologize again for it being a while. It's just been hectic. Life is life. So I want everyone out there being safe. I hope everyone has a very, very blessed day, and I'll see you on the next one, okay?